it is a pretty positive environment. The people here are very nice. They accept new people pretty easily. The teachers are all very welcoming and nice. They're good at what they do, and they teach pretty well.
Every day that the administration will always say like good morning or have a good day, either when we leave or like enter the school. I think that's really important to set that relationship like with the students, like that you're always going to be there for them, or like just to say like good morning to someone to start off the day.
When students are coming in here, I can speak on the sports side, they're not looked at, oh, they're not one of us, so they can't be part of this team. I never got that feeling from any team that I've coached or any team that my kids have been on, where there's a kid who might have just been moved here. They've been pretty accepting once they got on the team and kids got to know them, and they've opened up to that.
It is very welcoming. The people here are very friendly. I was scared that I wouldn't be able to connect with people a lot, but in most of my classes, a lot of people are really nice. They include me, and it feels really nice, actually.
I see kids' growth, even from the time I got here 5 years ago to now, of communicating. Mm-hmm. They do not hesitate to email you after school. They don't hesitate to come in before school. I feel like Erica has said, is that they do advocate for themselves really well now. They're not afraid to ask for help. And I feel like that has really brought a lot of students along, just in maturity and the confidence that they need, even to get when they leave here and go on to higher education, a job.
Every Monday we do like a grade check. And I know my advisor always tries to like help us to email teachers if we need to get some work in, or like we have a low grade in a certain class.
Recently, professional development has been amazing in terms of the ability to take what we're learning and apply it to the classroom. Specifically, a lot of the presenters will model the technology or the method or whatever they're trying to demonstrate, contrasting this year's teacher-led professional development with some of the more like one-size-fits-all approaches of even like just, 3 or so years ago. I was kind of struck by the fact that we talk a lot about giving students, voice and choice, and how helpful it is in targeting what we all really need to learn as educators.
With nurturing student relationships, one big shift I've tried to make in my approach to behavior is thinking about the student who's having a hard time rather than giving me a hard time, and just what else might be going on in their life that I might not even be aware of.
So I've been to many different schools in my life. I grew up in Texas. I ended up here. I've been to a dozen different schools. This school is very special. Lots of special teachers that really just do their best to help you out. Like, you can go to anybody you need and they just help you out straight up. They just help you.
Not only do they care about our personal lives, which is really nice to have, like a teacher-student relationship, they also care about how we're doing in school, and they'll always make sure that we get the help we need and that we can succeed academically as well.
Mrs. Quimby helped me find my first job, and she gave me she helped me do my resume, reference, and the job application process. It's really helpful, and now I have a job because of Mrs. Quimby.
So we've added on courses that are really real life, applicable, hands-on, really innovative learning and teaching going on. So some of those courses we've added on a forensics course where kids go through forensic labs, including DNA and genetics of forensics. We've done some financial literacy courses, a new course called Adulting that goes through some general aspects that kids need to be successful adults in life. We've added on a new elective course in sort of an agriculture-based breaking ground, we call it, and it is planting a school garden, harvesting the garden. We harvest the garden and use it in our cafeteria. We've added on some new upper level junior, senior math courses. They're applied math courses. One is applied math for the trades. So it's specifically for those students that are going into the trade areas. So we're really focusing in on those kids who maybe calculus isn't the fit for them.
With Tweety and Moores as principals now, they have made the climate a lot more fun and a lot more easygoing. And they'll kind of, like, in the hallway, they'll stop and talk to you, and they'll, like, hang out with you for a second, or they'll stop in classrooms and they'll include themselves into the lesson. And they've made it a really, like, light and airy and not so school type thing.
The other part of the culture change, I believe, has to go to the people who are in charge. Tim as a new principal and DEWAYNE as a new assistant principal clearly show appreciation for everything that happened. They over-communicate, which you have to do when issues come up. They're open about the communication. Sometimes it's a little uncomfortable, but everybody knows that if you have an issue and you bring it up to the administration, they'll do their best to resolve it.
My name is DEWAYNE Morse, and I'm the assistant principal here at Holt Middle High School. Let me start off by saying that transformation, it's real. Make no mistake, change can happen when sleeves are rolled up and a common mindset is established. Let's go back to 2018, when I was fortunate enough to attend the Model Schools Conference in Orlando. I was a veteran high school English teacher, and I thought I had everything under control, and I was doing an excellent job in my classroom. Attending the conference with me was my good friend, Tim Tweedy. He had the same mindset as me in regards to how a successful classroom should be managed. Man, were we narrow-minded. After attending amazing workshops and listening to inspirational speakers, we realized that we were barely scratching the surface on what we could do to move our school forward. So fast forward to today. Mr. Tweedy is now the principal here at Holt Middle High School, and I'm fortunate enough to work with him as his assistant principal. On the flight home from Orlando in 2018, Tim pulled out his laptop and we created a document entitled Educational Changes Needed Yesterday. And we listed 24 things that had to happen immediately to move our school forward. We had no idea that day that this document would become the framework for our plan to transform Holt Middle High School. Since that time, we have pushed forward these ideas, and we have called the very best staff members to help us achieve our goals. Changes are happening here, and the students, they know it, they feel it, and they appreciate it. Look, create a vision for your school, articulate it, model it, promote it, and always do it through the lens of creating the very best learning environment for students, and you'll be amazed at the transformation that occurs in your school.